Conversation space. I talked about this earlier. I didn't have this nifty little graphic. And what I talked about was how conversation space can be viewed in what we say, what we hear, what we watch, what we read, what we think about. And in terms of tense, I suggested that most people's conversation space is dominated by the past. We read about the past. Almost every magazine's about the past. Newspapers are all about the past. Most books are about the past. Even nonfiction books, most are about the past. So therefore, we think about the past because what we see on TV is about the past. Most movies are about the past. I'm claiming that our conversation space, our consciousness, is dominated by the past. Furthermore, I believe that what we are thinking about, speaking, writing, reading, hearing, dramatically influences our behavior. And that's why we keep repeating the past. As a culture, we keep repeating the past. As individuals, we keep repeating what we used to do, I think. This is my opinion, of course. Check it out. A little bit of time left for the present and a little bit of time for the future. That future dominated by worry and prediction. Again, particularly in what we read. When you read the newspaper, there's a lot of worry about what's to come. There's not much in the paper about the future, but when there is something, it's worrying about it. Worrying about the stock market crashing, worrying about unemployment rising, or there's prediction. What's the weather going to be like? How's the upcoming election going to turn out? Where is the market headed? So we're either worrying about it or predicting it when we talk about the future. At least from my point of view. And the alternative I presented already, which is first of all to pay attention to your conversation space. Notice what you're talking about. Notice what you're watching and reading. Notice what you're writing and thinking and listening to, and balance it. Yeah, it's great to be in the past. I love the past. We can celebrate by looking past. We can learn by looking into the past. We can look into the near past or the long-term past. When I do debriefing, which I do every day with my life coaches, I just review with them the past, either the past day, the past week, and then I learn a lot about my life by telling them about what's happened. So, yes, focus on the past, but balance it with a lot of the present, because this is where I think food tastes the best. This is where I think daily ecstasy occurs, is when we're right now, when we're current. This is where the most passionate lovemaking occurs, is when you're right there. Not when you're thinking about what next, not when you're thinking about what happened. I joked yesterday about how people are always in the future, they're futurizing, or they're in the past, they're pasteurizing. But they're often not now. You've probably experienced this when you've gone to the movies, and have you ever had a box of popcorn and you get so engrossed in the movie, and all of a sudden you look down and you wonder who ate your popcorn? Well, of course you did, but you weren't there. You were in the movie. And it's only when you're present can you have that experience of eating, or that experience of a great record. A lot of people, I'm convinced, don't like music because they aren't there. They're thinking about something else when the music's playing. Most of the people I know that are really lovers of music, it's because they're present when they're listening. That's all they're doing, is listening to the music. And then, into the future. And yeah, we'll have a little worry and we'll have a little prediction, but mostly what I'm recommending is that you spend at least a third of your time creating the future, speaking the future you want.